Welcome back to episode 2 of the minifigure collection. I thought that this should be a recurring theme on my channel, so we will do it again. So let's do this. Our first figure yet again comes from Harry Potter. You can see what Lego I enjoy. We have got a Voldemort. Now this Voldemort is an older Voldemort, obviously, and as you can already see, he only has the bad wand, really, just a stick for a wand. This one's from the 2010 edition of Hogwarts. I thought that was a really fun set, really enjoyable set, and this does capture Voldemort really well, and I really like it. And this is what I use for when I used to, or still do sometimes, not going to lie to you, play with my Lego. Voldemort is a really good villain to capture, and I really like the way that they captured him. This is what Voldemort's meant to be, without the nose, without anything. This is Voldemort, and this is what Harry Potter's built on, and of course I got to incorporate him, and he's done really well here. So our first figure is Voldemort. So our second figure, diving again right into it, we have got a Lego Ninjago one this time. This is one of Chen's from Lego Ninjago. It is one of his Bodyguard's men wearing the famous sword, and in the TV show they turn into snakes. Now I haven't caught up with this show for many years, but right now I think Lego Ninjago can do with a lie down, do with a sit down. I think the Lego Ninjago movie was a really good idea, and I really enjoyed the Lego Ninjago movie, but maybe we need something else to spice it up, to do it again, because Lego Next Home Nights has already died off, and Lego Ninjago it's not as popular as it once was, and we need like a new Lego series to do it. But I still really like these sorts of Legos and these Lego Ninjas. So, and our third one is coming from the Lego movie. So in the Lego movie spot, we do have President Business with his trademark orange hair with the grey bits at the back. His face here captures perfectly in the movie of when he becomes good. He realizes he doesn't have to be the bad guy anymore. And if you watch Lego movie 2, he left, but he left for a while, but then when he came back, he came out when it was all good and blessed, so he didn't have to be there all the time. So that I really like the Lego movie. Lego movie 2 was not as good, if I'm going to be honest, but Lord Business's character, the way he was presented in the play, I thought was personally very good. Obviously, he was played by Will Ferrell, I think it was, and really good, really extraordinary. And personally, I really like this character and what he portrays. So, onto the next character. Oh, we've got a little mini ones. So we're gonna have a little mini look at some Lego characters. So we've got Mrs. Norris and an owl from the Harry Potter, and yet again they have captured the meaning of the characters from this. They've done extremely well with showcasing all of these characters, and I personally really like the way that they incorporate all the beasts. Oh, if we also look up here, you've got Nagini, and a little interesting thing I'm going to show you. Look at the difference between the owls. You have got a very basic owl that hasn't been coloured in. It's just been sculpted. I'm not sure if you can see it, but look, if you can see this. But if you look closely here, you can see, look, that's coloured in. All looks very good. But if you look at this one, it's not coloured in. And this is just an older version when Lego didn't have enough time to paint on every single one of their characters, or enough funds to do so. And that is why Harry Potter has really changed the way it goes. So I'm just going to move on to the back. I don't want to take out space for the actual minifigures. So onto our fourth minifigure, we have got Ezra Bridger. This is from Star Wars, the Star Wars Rebel range, and this is from the Star Wars Rebel range, and Ezra is one of the 5 members who flies with a ship, and it's quite cool that Lego decided to do Lego characters for this, because it just shows that they're trying to fulfill the whole Star Wars story and put it into Lego. And I was really happy with them going through and doing all of these little Lego characters, and this guy is amazing, extraordinary, and I really love Ezra Bridger in the cartoon series, and now I've got him in real life, so what's not to like? So, into our 5th and final character. We have got returning from Toy Story. Now, I actually believe that this figure of Woody is actually better than the current one. As you can see, there is an obvious height difference. Now, what's really been lacking in Lego is that they don't really change the height difference for the normal size characters. So there's no difference if you're 5'6" or 6'4". Realistically, if you're really small, like a dwarf, like Gimli, and if you can see right at the back here, like Gimli from the last episode, you can see a difference between. But for this one, you really can't. For the normal characters, you can't see like, yeah, and that's why in Harry Potter right now they're going through all the little stages of building up the little Harry Potter into the taller Harry Potter into the other one. Now they don't have bendy legs for the little ones, but in the minifigure range, and series 2 of the minifigure range is going to come out this summer, and I'm so excited for that. It will be here. The bendy legs is always in that range, but here I wanted to showcase Woody mostly because he's taller than everyone else, and that is a really cool asset because it's showing that Woody is actually taller than all the other people, especially from the people who are Woody's toys, and that is really cool. Obviously, some features I would add is Andy on his boot that obviously isn't there, and it's obviously hard to do because, well, look at his boots. You can't really do that because he's a Lego figure, so maybe like on the boot there instead. But I really like Woody, and yet again I've got to say that Toy Story really did kickstart the way forward, and Harry Potter, Ninjago, Star Wars were the ones to push Lego forward to what we know today. So thank you for watching the 2nd episode in the series. If you want to see more of these, make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe down below. See ya.